Okay, so today I'll demonstrate the HTML DOM, document object model. So since last week we talked about getting things from HTML into JavaScript and from JavaScript into HTML, and things are arranged in a certain order, and there's a kind of hierarchy when you're looking at HTML documents. And if you start on top, it's like a pedigree chart, and you have document. You seeing my screen?
No.
No, okay. So I should start. Give me a minute. Let me start showing. Okay. Now it's showing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. There you have this certain hierarchy where you have the document on top, and then inside the document you have the root elements. You know how you start with HTML and you end with the tag HTML at the bottom. Like if we look at this example. So usually HTML documents, they just start with that exclamation point, meaning inside the superior and inferior. You doc type and HTML, and then you have HTML tag that starts it, and then at the end you have that same tag. And inside the HTML you have the body tag, and you open it and you close it right here. And inside body you can have header, you can have paragraphs, and of course when you inserting scripts, meaning JavaScript, you just insert them inside the tag script, meaning that's kind of how it comes. So this whole diagram is just picturing this, but in a form of a parent-child relationship, like HTML inside document, and then head inside root element, and you can have title inside head, and then the text which is inside. So basically what HTML DOM will allow us to do is we can change any of these. In fact, in this we'll call all of those nodes elements, and we can change any of them. And that's what we'll be doing. Kind of making the change and see how it works. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. In this sample code that we are seeing here, we're just asking the program to take the part that is demo and then replace it with hello world. So this first part where it says get element by ID, we'll call this a method because it's doing a change, doing an action. And then that part after the dot, the inner HTML, it's like where this is located, like the value, what's inside of it. And so this would change, just print hello world. And let's see, tried it here, now that one. Yeah. So if we try it here, it shows up. So when this big H2, it's like H2 is sizing. It's sizing the heading. So it's like H2 heading. If we just change the number like H3, H5, just change the size. And this is showing normally. But this P, it's like paragraph, and it's ID demo, the content, and then that's what we're changing into Hello World, and it shows here as Hello World. Other thing that we can do with this is add or subtract. For example, if we take that one, okay, that one is changing the class. Okay, let's go here. Okay, for example, that's another one. If we have a list like inside HTML and body, and now you have the UL. The UL is like unordered list, and it closes here, and it's inside of it. We have all of these. Probably we could change this to just make it a little more readable. If we change it that way, more readable. There you go. All right, that's a little better. So it's a list that would print as it shows here: coffee, tea, and milk. Of course, if we want to add to it, we can just add another LE, and then it will give us another one. I can just do that, like copy this one. Of course, I was wondering, why do we have to write a code to make it a little more complex? Let's add juice to this. And then if we run it, juice shows up. So that could be a simple way of adding. But here, if you want to create a function to add or to remove, and in this example, we'll use the example of removing one of them. And that's what this button will do. When we click on it, you just remove one of them. But then the code that we have to write for this one is inside the button, you create a function, meaning every time you click on it, on click, that's what it does. And the function would create a variable called list, and then this is the method, this is the change that it has to do, change it by ID, meaning something from the my list that is up on top here, and you just put that code, list.remove child parentheses list.child nodes, and that 0, it's like this is an array, and it's controlling 0, 1, 2, and 3. So whichever you want to remove, you just change that number. But in this instance, we'll remove the first one. And then if we hit try, okay, it removes the first one. So coffee doesn't show up. Because we are members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, just remove coffee from the list. All right. Okay, so this little code is the thing that we need to remember in order to remove a child from a parent. And as we can remove, we can also add. But to add, it's a little longer. See, okay. So we have our list here. Okay, water is not true. Okay. So in this one, we have another list that has coffee, tea, and juice. And we want to add another one. But we want to add this order with a click of the button. So same process, and then inside the script, we create a function. But first, we have to create a meaning an element list within a tag. And the second step is to name it. And we also do document, but this time it's create text node. That's what we use. And then the name we want to add. And then we want to append this to the previous list that we had. Because this is just creating it. It may shows up anywhere inside the HTML code. But then appending it into a list would just make it one of them. And the last part is just the appending code. And then if we try, then it shows. I think basically there are more to learn in this, and figuring out how to use that better. But I understand that all of these are just skills that we are learning a bit at a time, and then we'll be using them in our programs and run things. So that was what I had to present for today. Todd, are you on mute?
Yeah, sorry, I was on mute first. I didn't know how to remove stuff, and that method that you showed me how to remove, it made a lot of sense. Thank you.
All right. Yeah. Yep.
Pretty simple though, not too bad this week.
Yeah, you have to add CS to it, then changing the colors, the frames, and all that. That's chapter 7 is.
Yeah, and that's easy too. We've already had to do that in CIT 230, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, worked on the CSS.
So I guess that's it. So I'm gonna stop broadcasting now. But